The FIFA 22 market is very low, and in this video we're going to be talking about the reasons for this, what pretty much you should be expecting in the future, what is pretty much going to be happening to this market, because I know a lot of you guys maybe are going to be losing coins, sort of you're worried what to do. It is very difficult, honestly. I believe this period, like in FIFA 22, the market at the moment, how it is, whether or not it's going to keep up like this, but even if you're just even if you're making a small amount of coins, or even if you're just keeping your same amount of coins, just the same balance of coins, I think that is still a success in my opinion. As long as you're not losing coins, essentially, I think you're doing a decent thing. But if we take a look at what I've been doing for the past few days, if you guys do come into the Twitch live streams, we stream every single day, 4:30 p.m. UK time, you will know that I have been actually buying a lot of cards and selling a lot of cards. Now, my rule, if you are going to be doing this, is to sell, or when you're buying and selling cards, make sure you do that. Say if I buy now, make sure I sell in the next few hours, maximum keep for around 12 hours, sometimes 24 hours, but maximum usually 12 hours. By then, if you haven't sold already, sometimes, depending on what type of investment it is, it's better even just to take the loss and stop there, because if the cards keep going down, you can get in a lot of trouble. So if you take a look here, I had a couple of Team of the Week investments. I also had a couple of Sanchos. Now, Sancho today, before kickoff, I was expecting him to go more than 150k, maybe 160. He didn't do that. So I just said, all right, I'm not holding this guy for longer. I'm not taking the risk. Sold at 150, and that was quite lucky because now he has dropped quite a lot. These Lozanos I sold, I believe it was probably on Friday now, maybe Friday morning. Look how much this card has gone down. And this is already when he was quite low. So 47k, I sold all of these cards. Right now, he's going for around 28,000 coins. And we're going to be talking about these Team of the Week cards. Is there a point where it's just too low and you want to buy? Or are they just going to be staying around this same price because there's been too much supply? Then I've been trading with a bunch of these guys, and he's been absolutely amazing. I still have a load of him as well. He's the main card that I have right now. I've just been buying at 17k, and I've been managing to just lazy list them at around 18k. It is just small profit margins, but like I told you guys, it's better than rather like losing coins. See, so basically you could be able to snipe him now, perhaps at 16, 20, 250, and then you can just list him up at 18k, and that is a cheeky little bit, around 2,000 coins maybe. So I do think that's a decent thing to do. I have got these Sanchos I bought at 118. I think now he is sort of doing okay. He's around the same price. Why I'm expecting for him, I'm not going to be keeping him until next weekend when we do have Liverpool versus Man United. That's going to be too long. He's around the same price right now as what I bought him at, but I think he's going to be going up hopefully tomorrow. The market in general hopefully should be going up tomorrow. I also bought two Gravenbergs at 17k. It seems so low. I'm not sure if he's going to go lower. And then I do also have Marcus Rashford. This Jonathan David seemed very low at 18k. These Depays I've been shocked at. I bought him at 65k thinking that's extremely low, but from what I'm seeing here on Footbin now, he's 60,000 coins. Now, why is this happening to the market? What is actually going on? So I guess this 60k, that was just crazy price. That at 60k, he's up. Fitbin has updated him now at 64k. But what is essentially causing this market to do this? Number one, yesterday we did actually have a FUT Champions no loss glitch. Now this meant that people got all of their FUT Champions games, however many games they played. Potentially some people got 20-0. A lot of people were doing this glitch. I don't know how it was working. I'm not really interested in knowing how it was working. I'd rather just stay on the safe side. I've got an account since 2016. In my opinion, it's not worth losing that just for, honestly, rank 1 rewards aren't even that good. I'm going to get rank 2 just naturally without cheating or anything like that. So I'm just going to be happy with that. If you're doing that, that's your own thing. Whether or not you're going to get banned, we're going to have to see. EA Sports cannot put they cannot ban absolutely everyone who did that. But I think guys who made it way too bait, if you literally got 20-0, I think that's just way too obvious. It's a bit irresponsible even from you. We're going to have to see what is going to be happening. But essentially, people were doing this glitch, getting FUT Champions rewards instantly, because that's how it works this year. And all of these Team of the Weeks were supplied onto the market because there are those premium Team of the Week packs and also red player picks. If you get a red Depay, you don't need to buy an informed Depay from the market. So it's decreasing the demand a lot for those cards. And that is still going on, even though the FUT Champions glitch has been now patched. It has supposedly been patched. People are still completing FUT Champions genuinely, and that is causing supply on the market. Then we do also have promo packs. I believe we had 45k packs for the first time yesterday on Friday, so that's of course a big impact on the market as well. Then we do still have these promo packs as well. And another thing is sort of just panic selling in general. If you see this card going down, if you're perhaps already losing coins, you might just say F it and you might just list them up at a way undercut. We did also get a Fakir SBC, which I believe I have completed, so we won't be able to find it here. It would have to be on the completed section. But this is as well had an impact on the market. I think potentially on a card like Depay, maybe some people could argue Bruno Fernandes definitely it's had some impact on those sort of cards. And I believe in general, Bruno Fernandes of course took a hit because less people maybe require a Bruno Fernandes, plus also market supply, so it caused this card to go down. When people see that this card is down, they might be thinking it's a market crash. They don't think rationally about what is going on. They just think the whole market is going down. So that leads them to sell off players like Rashford, also Goretzka, loads of different cards. This Goretzka is very, very low. So I think that is mainly what has been happening. There may also be some genuine selling if people before had a De Bruyne, maybe they're genuinely changing their team now. So not only is Fakir going to replace them, but now perhaps they no longer need maybe a defender. They no longer need a Virgil van Dijk because they no longer have a Premier League team. They've switched fully to La Liga. That is definitely a possibility, but we've still seen cards like De Jong still dropping down, even though they are in La Liga. So it's definitely general market panic. So that is the reason it's gone down. Now, what is going to be happening in the future? I've definitely got some cards that I am holding on to, like that Sancho, that I do believe are going to be going up eventually. I do think it should be quite soon. Last week, what we did see was the market. It did go up on Sunday. There was a very, very nice market rise on Sunday. Whether we're going to be seeing the same thing, I think too many people are expecting it, but there's still going to be a rise from what prices are now. When we take a look at a Rashford, he's gone down so much. I think what is going to be happening, he's going to go back up, but I don't think he's going to be going back up to the price that some people might think. If you take a look, will it come up here on the daily graph? If we take a look at Sunday, that must have been, so October 10th. If we try and see where that is here, we can sort of see October 9th prices were low and then it went up to 125k. This was on the Sunday. So on the Sunday, it went up, but this doesn't show the full picture because hourly, it was probably a lot lower at 6 p.m. And then in the morning, I think 1 p.m., 12 p.m., midday UK time, lunchtime, it's a quite good time to sell. So for example, if you are trying to make some coins, perhaps you want to buy this Goretzka now, this is what in theory would be working if the same happens as last week. You could buy this Goretzka now at 135k and you should be able to sell tomorrow at 11 a.m. 12 lunchtime UK time, 1 p.m. you should be able to sell this card for hopefully at least maybe at around 145k, something like that. Now you have to calculate whether or not that is actually going to be profitable, and also if you want to be holding on to that risk that is attached to it. The Team of the Week 4 cards, I'm not sure if I'm fully convinced that they're going to go up. Yes, I do have 2 Depays, but in general, apart from pretty much like Müller or Navas, if it's SBC fodder, you could argue Theo Hernandez I think is quite good. If he does drop down a little bit more below 200k, I think a lot of pro cards are talking about him, so that could be quite good. Mane maybe as well, but everyone else, I'm scared they're going to have a similar impact to Felipe Anderson, whereas there's just so much demand, so much supply on this card, so much supply that the price just doesn't really ever go up. So I think this card dropped so much from 80k to around 20k. Now he never really rose too much beyond that. If you take a look here on the Saturday, on the Sunday, he was actually like 2k more, Monday 3k more, perhaps maybe the next weekend he went up a bit, quite a bit more, but I'm not sure if Team of the Weeks are going to be the best thing to do. I think these road to the knockouts could be a lot of a better investment if you buy maybe now and you perhaps sell on Monday, because we do actually have Champions League games next week. I do think that might be a better option than trying to risk it with Team of the Week cards. There's just too many people investing. It's over invested, and also when people are already losing coins, they just list them up for too low and then undercutting starts, and that's one thing you do want to be afraid of. These cards are genuinely demanded. They are new special cards with nice card designs. I do think these cards are going to be a lot more safer. And if you buy these cards around now, I think should be a low point on some of these cards. Like I look at Gravenberg and I think, can he really go lower than 17k? I mean, Ajax are doing good in their group, so I don't really see how this card could go below 17k. Of course, anything can happen, but generally tomorrow, I think a lot of Patreons, they are going to be expecting the market to rise. So I do think maybe there is going to be some demand. There is also going to be some selling. So you need to be careful you're not buying those over-invested cards, which I'm worried is going to be Team of the Week cards. But the golds hopefully should recover. And then after that as well, Monday, Tuesday, usually the market is steady. So fingers crossed we are going to be seeing a big market rise tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be as big as last week simply because too many people are expecting it. But I still think there should definitely be a rise up from what prices are now because prices are quite low. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you next time.